The stakes have never been higher, the streets have never been deadlier, and the family has never been more at risk. This is Fast and Furious 7, a story of revenge, loyalty, and the ultimate race against time. Everything begins where Fast and Furious 6 left off. Owen Shaw, the ruthless mercenary, is defeated. But what no one saw coming was that his older brother, Deckard Shaw, would come for revenge. Deckard Shaw is no ordinary man. A former British Special Forces assassin, deadly, relentless, and fueled by vengeance. The first sign of trouble comes when Hobbs, the unstoppable DSS agent, is ambushed. Shaw infiltrates his office, searching for files on Dom and his crew. A brutal hand-to-hand fight erupts. Glass shatters, bones break, punches land like gunfire. But even Hobbs, as strong as he is no match for Shaw's ruthless efficiency. Shaw leaves him injured and near death, then plants a bomb at Dom's house. Back in Los Angeles, Dom, Brian, Mia, and the crew think the nightmare is over. But then, boom, their family home explodes. Fire, debris, and destruction. Shaw's message is clear. This isn't over. But for Dom, this isn't just about survival. This is personal. As Dom prepares for war, he is approached by a mysterious government operative, Mr. Nobody. Nobody offers Dom a deal. Shaw is a ghost, a man too skilled to be tracked, too dangerous to be hunted. But nobody has a solution. There's a powerful surveillance program called God's Eye, a tool that can track anyone, anywhere, in real time. Dom's mission? Retrieve God's Eye from a hacker named Ramsey before it falls into the wrong hands. The crew is back together. Dom, Brian, Letty, Roman, and Tej. Their first stop? A high-speed heist in the mountains of Azerbaijan. A convoy carrying Ramsey is moving at breakneck speed. Heavily armored, heavily guarded. But Dom and his team? They don't follow the rules. What follows is one of the most insane stunts in the franchise. The crew parachutes their cars out of a plane, landing straight onto the highway below. Gunfire erupts. Engines roar. Metal crashes against metal. Brian fights off enemies on top of a moving truck. Dom's Charger drifts inches from the edge of a cliff. And in the final moment, Dom drives off the cliff, landing in a way only he could survive. The mission is a success. They rescue Ramsey, but there's no time to celebrate. Shaw is already closing in. Ramsey reveals that she hid God's Eye inside a hypercar, one of the rarest and most expensive in the world, and it's in Abu Dhabi. The crew heads to the UAE, where the car is displayed in a billionaire's penthouse. But security is tight. Roman and Tej create a distraction while Dom and Brian break in. Inside, they find the stunning Lykan Hypersport, a multi-million-dollar supercar. But Shaw arrives. And in the most insane stunt yet, Dom and Brian drive the Lykan straight through the windows of one skyscraper, then another, before bailing out just in time. God's Eye is in their hands. Now they can hunt Shaw, but Shaw isn't alone. He's teamed up with Jakandi, a ruthless warlord with a high-tech military force. Jakanda takes God's Eye, and suddenly Dom's team is the hunted. The final battle takes them back to where it all began, Los Angeles. The city becomes a war zone. Attack drones fill the sky. Blacked-out SUVs storm the streets. Jakanda rains hellfire from a helicopter. Brian races against time to shut down God's Eye. Letty and Roman fight off Jakandi's men. And Dom? He takes on Shaw, one-on-one, no guns, no backup. Just two men fighting to settle a score. Iron bars, wrenches, fists, a brutal street-level fight. You thought this was going to be a street fight? Shaw taunts. Dom smirks. You're damn right, but the fight is interrupted. Jakanda's helicopter opens fire. Dom makes a suicidal move. He drives straight toward the chopper, launching his Charger into the air, just long enough to throw a grenade at Jakanda's helicopter. Boom! The explosion takes down the warlord. But Dom's car crashes hard. He isn't moving. The crew rushes to him. Letty cradles him, pleading for him to wake up. And then she remembers everything. Her lost memories come flooding back. Their wedding, their love, their unbreakable bond. She whispers, "You can't leave me. You're my husband." And just like that, Dom wakes up. Shaw is finally captured, locked away in a high-security prison. The war is over. But for Brian and Dom, this isn't just another victory. It's the end of an era. On a quiet beach, Dom watches Brian play with his son. He knows this is where their paths split. Brian is leaving the life behind. To be a father, to be free. Dom drives away, but Brian catches up for one last ride. Side by side, they drive together before Brian takes a different road, a final tribute, a farewell, a legacy that will never be forgotten.
If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and turn on notifications to discover more hidden details about movies and shows. See you in the next one.